Hey everyone, it's Ashley Cunningham here, and I am super excited to be recording this. This is the first event that I've done a recording for in about 3 weeks now, and I just want to say that it's been nice to take a little rest. I had a bunch of just, things to do. Life got busy, and I also needed some rest a little bit. So I'm very excited to be back and ready to roll. And I am going to be, let me just kind of adjust it here. I'm going to be channeling Artemis today, and I'm really excited. I had an event for her set up several months ago, and something just happened, like it just didn't come together. And so I didn't get a chance to share the content that I had put together, and it was just kind of out there. So I figured I'd loop back around and connect with Artemis because she's one of my favorite Greek goddesses, and since I was very little, have always resonated with her, and I've always wanted to read about her myths and stories when I was doing research on all the Greek mythology and, all the stories that you read as you're growing up. So I thought it would be really fun to channel her and just see if she had a message. I didn't receive any questions from you guys on the event as of the time that I'm starting to do this channeling. If there are questions that come up, I may do some follow-up on the event itself on my business page or on my YouTube channel. So feel free to ask your questions, and we'll see if we can do some follow-up for you. But this is going to go up on my YouTube channel as well as on my business page. So if you want to find me at either places, you can just look for Ashley Cunningham Medium page on Facebook, or Ashley Cunningham on YouTube, and you can find me. So with that said, I'm going to take a little drink of water here, and I'm going to rest. Basically, I'm just going to start tuning in. I feel a lot of energy. For those of you that are interested in how I'm feeling her, I'm feeling a lot of energy just straight down through my crown chakra, in my face, just a lot of energy right here and right on my heart chakra. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this message. As this one has said, there were many opportunities for me to share this message, but the timing was not just so. Now is the time to share the message that I wish to share. And it resides, or it the message rests on the idea of humans going back and reading and learning about the myths of old. There is so much wisdom there to pick out. There are many lessons that you can learn just by reviewing these myths and legends. While most of these myths and legends are part of the human experience, expressing fear and doubt and mistrust of things that are in the natural world, at one point that was important for the survival of humans, but now that humans have progressed to a point, there are new lessons to learn and new things to focus on, and fear and doubt needs to be given up. The vibrational frequency in which you reside brings that which matches that frequency. So the lower your frequency, the more lower vibrational things will be attracted to you and find you. And that is the truth of the universe, of existence, of everything. We are of love and light, and you are each an expression of that love and light. And do not be hampered by the need to have fears. It is almost a human trait to cling to those fears, to need them to define you, and you do not need that fear to define you. While you review myths and legends from, say, the Greek culture of many thousands of years ago, you will see that the fears and the struggles and the worries of that time do not reside and or match what you are fearing and struggling with in this moment. That was for that moment or for that time, and humans have progressed past that. We are at a point when more and more of you will recognize that you do not need to hold on to your fear. It is not beneficial for you to do so. And treat yourself as maybe you would treat the humans who created those myths and legends of old. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, and know that those fears that humans have held on to from previous times, while they do not apply to your life in this modern culture, they were used in a way that allowed them to move forward. Now we are at a time when we can just give those up. We can hand off our fears and our struggles and our worries to our teams, so our angel teams or guardian angels or ascended masters that resonate with us, or Artemis, myself, Artemis as well. And she's saying, feel free to throw them at my feet. Just get rid of them. The brave realize they are afraid and are willing to hand off that fear, as that fear does not define you. It is not a characteristic of your being. You are separate from a fear that you may have. That is not a means of defining your life, the struggles of your life, or who you are as a person, as a being of light and love. Giving up those fears and worries help create a space within yourself to be filled with more light and more love. And as you move forward on your journey, you will be able to share even more light and love with others as they need it. And I'm just she was giving me a picture of like, a string of Christmas lights, and say there's all these Christmas lights and they're all kind of dim and they're all kind of at the same level. And then one of them gives up their fears, if they had fears. But one of them hands off that fear that they're operating with, and more light and love comes into that space, and then just like makes that light bulb, that specific light bulb, more brighter than all of those around them. And then all of the other light bulbs are like, why are you shining brighter than us? We're all the same. And that light bulb is giving off the fear, and they see it, and then all the other light bulbs start doing that, and then everyone collectively is shining even brighter, and that string of Christmas lights is the brightest string of lights on the tree or by a window. She's showing me a few different things, and that would be like if Christmas lights, of course, had human qualities. And it's just really interesting that that's kind of what came to my mind. But isn't that the way of myths and legends and stories, folklore, inanimate objects having human characteristics sometimes? So that's actually really funny, and thanks, Artemis, for showing that to us. She's just kind of chuckling. I just hear some just mirth, laughing right here over on my right side. And she's saying this is just a simple, basic principle of energy. The more we make space for light and love, and the higher vibrational frequency that we resonate with and we emit, the more higher vibrational frequencies will match ourselves, so resonate with us, and allow ourselves to shine brighter and share with others in a way that helps others also resonate at a higher frequency. And she's kind of just showing me like it's a chain reaction. You at a higher vibrational frequency can then influence others to raise up, and then they raise people up, and then they raise people up, and then all of humanity is at a higher level of frequency, and then a lot of change can start happening. She's saying, yes, it only you can only control yourself and your frequencies, but by focusing on your self-love and care and giving up those fears and stresses and learning those lessons from many myths and legends, and moving forward within your own life along your path, you give permission for others around you to do the same and support others around you doing the same. And that in turn helps immensely. And I just see her standing in a forest, like, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of paintings of Artemis, but often she's portrayed as being in the forest. Just from her myths and legends about her, she is a goddess of the hunt, and she's often in the forest. And she is, I'm just seeing in my mind's eye, her standing in the forest, kind of far away. She's definitely backed off a lot. I'm now feeling a lot of her energy leave. And she's just saying, this is my message for you all. Sit and think on this and ask me if you have any more questions. Ask me if you need assistance in transmuting that fear. Like I said, throw them at my feet. I invite you to do so. And she's just kind of smiling, and she's kind of like walking away now. And she's done. Thank you so much, Artemis. And that was a really lovely message, and I feel like it's important to remember all of the trials and tribulations. I love history, and I love learning about history and reading other people's experiences and understanding, like, we've come so far in our human development and spiritual development, physical development, everything. Our culture has changed so much, and we still have some basic needs, some basic fears and principles that we need met, like food and shelter and water, but there's also a lot of fears and things that we've been able to give up and benefit from giving up, and able to move on and not let those things get in our way, and really allow ourselves to grow. And so that's super exciting that that's what was her message, and I'm definitely going to be sitting on that a little bit more and thinking about that more. But I hope you all enjoyed that, and thank you so much. If you have questions, feel free to comment below, either on YouTube or my Facebook business page, Ashley Cunningham Medium. If you're interested in more fun content, I also have a Facebook group called Channeling with Love that you can always join. You can also find me at my personal website, channelingwithlove.com, where you can book a reading with me or book some other session type stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for your time and energy, and I look forward to hearing from you, and keep on the lookout for more awesome content. Love you guys. Bye.